Our next speaker is Zoe Leigh.
You know, I don't like the Democratic Party. Like y'all just love to manipulate the Constitution, from the Fifth Amendment to illegally, unlawfully demolishing people's property, which is illegal eminent domain, and y'all do it by saying it's not the Fifth Amendment because it was building violations, but y'all go and put these.
City of Chicago.
Yeah, the whole city, huh?
Yeah, the whole city. So in 2017, the city of Chicago elected officials, the building department, unlawfully demolished my family's property. And that is the violation of the Fifth Amendment. And the city of Chicago manipulates the Fifth Amendment because they say that it really wasn't the Fifth Amendment because there wasn't a roadway or there wasn't a railroad, so technically it's not that. But then they have demolition laws, and demolition laws is you still have to compensate the person, and we have yet to be compensated. Y'all go and put these these magical building violations and all that just so y'all can just knock down our properties, then say it's not eminent domain, but it is eminent domain, but y'all just know how to manipulate the Fifth Amendment like how y'all manipulate the First Amendment when it comes to these new rules down here. And these rules just got here when we started coming down here. So that's these rules never was like this. Yeah, okay. We are gonna do this because this you cannot continue to do shit like this.
This is embarrassing, please.
No,
stop.
you're embarrassing. It's like I don't know what it is about the black representation in Congress when it comes to like the Democratic Party. Like I've been thinking, like, is the oath like, when we get in office, we just promise that we just not gonna help no niggas. Like, we promise we're just not gonna help no niggas at all. Like, what is the oath that y'all just can't help us? Like, what are y'all taking? Like, what is it like we promise? Like, do y'all get on y'all knees and like beg? Like, we promise that we will not help not one Negro. We will not help one Negro. We will not.
What if I were to tell you that you are an African American?
Sir, listen. I'm gonna make this clear.
What is it that y'all can't help us? Like, what is it? Like, what is the purpose of us to continue to vote Democrat for the last 60 years and y'all can't do nothing for us?
They send some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check.
Y'all just let that lady, Deborah Silverstein, whose husband is a rapist, Ira Silverstein, talk to us like a dog over there.
I will have you removed. Sergeant of Arms, could you have them taken out? Yes.
When you talk about the Holocaust, slavery was worse than the Holocaust. Like, the Holocaust was the only thing that was traumatizing. And no, like I say, Holocaust and slavery was the same thing. And we have yet to get our reparations. We have yet to get our economic resources. They got theirs. That's why they run in America. They run in America. Because we can't talk like we want to talk on the radio anyway, because the Jews have everything. You understand? They have everything, and we have to abide by their rules. And that's not fair. That's not fair. Like, we weren't slaves. Like, we weren't descendants of slaves. Like, the Holocaust was the only thing that was traumatizing. Yeah, and we have to walk on tippy toes when it comes to the Holocaust. No. They get whatever they want, and they are the smallest percentage of America. Y'all letting these Jews run America. And y'all want us to just sit here and continue to vote for people who don't represent us?
Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
Chicago needs to flip red on principle.
Please, I hope you're registered to vote. And we are flipping Chicago red, and we're flipping Chicago red on principle. The city of Chicago and the Democrats are going to stop playing with Black America.
Playing with us? What's the purpose of the Democratic Party if y'all can't help us? If y'all can't protect us? This is the government. We ain't got no embassy.
One thing that Miss Jessica said that made a lot of sense, we don't have a consulate. We don't have, like, the U.S. government is all we have, all black people have. So, like, when you start thinking about things like that, we got no choice but to fight.
Nothing about it. It's big business. This is the American way. This is the Democratic way.
This is big business. This is the American
You gon' respect me like the Democrats do, Big Clinton.